Ignition has been fielding a race and rally cars since 40 years. There's actually a sticker on the side of his car to remember this anniversary.
Both make decent starts, as I say, pretty close in terms of their pace coming into this. The car you're looking at, the 154 car of Norrie, was slightly the quicker of the two, with a 3 minutes 31.5 versus 3:33.1 for Musty Salah in the 156 car, which goes through now. That's sort of Gulf Oil's livery, the blue and orange, making its way through the chicane section now. Pretty good, back end digging in when it needs to, and light fading all the time. Flame spitting out the back of the Porsche as it makes its way into the right, then the left hairpin, and there on the other side of the circuit on the screen, heading down the straights, the opposition under the barriers. Not much in it at all, but for my money, 154 just ahead, Andrea Norrie, as we would have expected. They've got another lap to go in this one, so a couple of minutes to run in it. There is Norrie in the black and orange Porsche, the 154 car. Martino Biasion, as Gianluca said earlier on, the co-driver in that car.
Daughter of 2 times world champion, European champion and Italian champion, Mickey Biasion. Began his career with Opel, then switched to Lancia, and ended up with drives in the likes of Subaru cars, before moving to rally raid and truck racing in African raids, and getting yet another world title in that discipline.
Well, actually have the upper hand of the first split, 4 seconds ahead of Matteo Musti.
Although Norrie wasn't that comfortable through the hairpin section. He was a bit deep into the first hairpin, and that sort of sent him wide into the second, and then he went very wide coming out of it and onto the grass as he came onto the straight. But he's got a lot of time to play with here, as we saw there on the split, 4 seconds or thereabouts.
It's one of those examples as to where the judgment or the speed that the car might seem to be carrying is different from the time it's actually taking to run. You know, sometimes we see cars which are amazing, they seem to be shooting past everything, and then when you go and take the stage time, as in this case, you're like, oh no, then driving cleanly and everything is a lot better. But there again, you know, it's as I said, this timekeeping is the ultimate judge. So
it's going to get a bit trickier for the rest of the runs now, because that light is fading fast, and it's going to be more or less dark by the time we get to the WRC final in what, about 15 or 20 minutes time.
Just under 15 minutes. Hopefully everything will run smoothly, but we're close to the end of the historic final. Was looking through the times they had said previously. They were around about 3:33 was the fastest time. 3:31, sorry, was the time for Norrie, while Musti had done 3:33. And you remember this?
Quicker, much quicker. 3:27.76 for Norrie. That is almost 4 seconds quicker than he went in the semi-final, or the heats rather. So 3:27.76. Musty, long way back in the end. It's going to be 3:38, 3:39. So donuts then for the winner of the historic category. Andrea Norrie takes victory in the Porsche.
As we said, this was really the third qualifying heat. Both cars had said the fastest time had gone to the final, and as we now have confirmation, 3:27.7 for Norrie, 3:40.6, 40.6 for Musti. So Norrie 4 seconds faster than his previous run, and Musti on the other hand 7 seconds slower.
Yeah, good weekend for Andrea Norrie, because earlier on today finished in the top 3 in the Monza rally as well, the Stages rally before this Masters show, finishing in 3rd place. 2nd place went to Lucio Dazzanci, who was driving the Porsche 911 RSR, and the victory in the historic class, which was hard fought.